Today, the numbers in Quebec have stabilized. The province reported 7 more people have died of COVID-19. It's the 9th day in a row there have been fewer than 10 deaths. And it's the last time the public will get a daily update on the numbers in that province. Quebec has decided to release data every week instead of every day. That has surprised a lot of people. Mike Armstrong explains Quebec's new strategy.
There's an old trick governments employ when they don't want news covered. They release it on a Friday afternoon or a holiday. Well, as Quebecers were celebrating the Fête Nationale Wednesday, the province's health ministry slid a line into its daily COVID-19 update. There would no longer be daily updates. Going forward, it will be on a weekly basis every Thursday. Opposition politicians were quick to pounce, the Parti Québécois leader demanding an explanation, while the Liberal leader called it totally incomprehensible.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour.
Well, defending the decision fell to the Director of Public Health. Horacio Arruda argues the daily numbers have fallen to the point publishing them doesn't make sense.
As there is less and less cases and less people dying from it, the stability of the data when we publish every day is not as good as if we look at it in a week.
Now, critics argue the move is a blow to transparency. There are other provinces in Canada in a much better situation, still giving daily updates, even if, as is the case with PEI, they haven't had a new case in close to 2 months. Quebec added 142 new cases Thursday.
When you do daily data releases, you keep people aware, and I think you send out a cue that they need to maintain vigilance.
There are those who argue the opposite. Putting out numbers every day can overload the public. It almost becomes white noise that ends up being ignored.
If you get all the small numbers all the time, people actually won't notice them anymore. They won't pay attention, and they will have the false impression that everything's under control, and they can forget about that virus.
A lot of experts say they don't watch the daily numbers closely, that they look at trend lines, fluctuations up and down, actually distract from what's happening overall.
My eyes automatically go to the trend line of what's been happening over the last 7 days. And that's much more informative, I find, than your daily numbers.
Quebec's health department says it will still be watching the numbers daily. If there's a flare-up, it could and would go back to daily updates. Mike Armstrong, Global News, Montreal.